Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XLM. And once again, thank you for your continued support. Really do appreciate everything you do to contribute towards the growth of CoinsKid. Sharing is caring. Big thumbs up to each and every one of you right now, okay? Thank you for helping this grow into what it is. You know, I'll always be here to support and show levels of resistance and levels of support and future price predictions, okay? And give you the best signals that I can possibly can and just can be completely transparent with you. So big thumbs up. There's now a lot of content in the Patreon group, okay? We're posting content in there regularly. There's a team in there that are heavily involved and providing fantastic content, so do get involved in that right now in the Patreon. And obviously we're going to be releasing the altcoin gems in there regularly as well, and I'll be covering all these altcoin gems as best as I can. So yeah, it's all good, continuation in this bull market effectively. So right now you can see this particular signal here is a buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid. Boom, bull market. Okay, we got a little bit rejected, got under the EMAs, but you can see we rejected the bearish cross, so we got the repel, and since then, look at that. See you later, alligator. We've been off to the races. So right there, from that particular signal that we received from CoinsKid just there, was it the bullish cross last year in 27th of November, 27th of July, sorry. So from that point right there, we were up a whopping 800% on XLM with the option, with the prospect of going to at least 3,944% in this bull run. And we do anticipate that we will actually get to that price prediction as well for XLM, because it's absolutely making strides right now, isn't it, in this bull run, so to speak. So I'm just going to move this over a little bit like this. So right now it's doing relatively well, and we in the recent video that we did on XLM, we did lay down a price prediction. That actual price prediction has actually been met, okay? So that's great. That's another great factor to the previous video. So right now it's marching onwards and upwards. Where's the resistance? Where's the support? So we're going to show you effectively what you've got going on here. I'll just explain it to you with this retracement, okay? If you're not familiar with this, this is a Fibonacci retracement. It's the third column down on your charts, okay? And you go down, it's Fib retracement, and what you do, you drop it on the previous cycle top there. You got the previous cycle top, so you drop it on the bottom. I'll show you, okay? So you can come to the charts and do it yourself. So basically, you go have your chart on log, okay? See this log down here. So what you do, you go to log, and then you come get the Fibonacci retracement tool right there, and you drop it on the bottom where you think the bottom is, and you drop it on the top. Now you can only do that once you get a signal in the charts, okay? And don't forget, this is the weekly time frame. So you've got your top, you've got your bottom, but you're waiting for a signal in order to lay down, because you know you could have laid it here thinking, yeah, you would go air, but you could have rolled over again and created a lower low. Do you see that? The bear market could have gone on for a bit longer. So what you do, you wait for a signal, and that signal is the buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid right there. This signal is the golden cross on the weekly, and that golden cross is the 20 EMA, okay, the 20 EMA and the 55 EMA, and you drop them in. You just go to indicators, search EMA like this, and it's an exponential moving average. The input is 20 and one input's 55. Really easy, and style them however you want, okay? So that's it, you set, boom. Look at the charts of any history, and what you want to do is target cryptos that have been around the block, i.e. that were part of the previous bull run, because what they're doing, they've topped out in the previous bull run, they've rolled over in the bear market, and now they're retracing to their high. Now XLM has already got to its high. Boom, job done, full retracement. And as I've shown you, that was a 8x. What was that retracement to the high? Once we've got that signal, just for clarification. Okay, that was a 551% appreciation right there. Job done, carried out, excellent. You've broken the resistance, you backtest the support, looking golden. And as you can see, when you move on through these levels of resistance, you backtest some support, you want to see that, so you've mooched on, backtest support, got through that, backtest support, got through that, backtest support, got through this, backtest support. Golden, absolutely brilliant. Little bit extended on this weekly EMA, but it's not particularly unhealthy. I can actually see a little bit more appreciation here. Now if you was to start to roll, okay, if you was to start to roll, and it got quite drastic from this point right now, if there was a market correction, I would anticipate that you would actually roll down to this previous swing high there. So that would be a fantastic entry point of 51 cents if there was a big market correction. So we're going to look at XLM on the 4-hourly time frame here. Then you can see it's absolutely melting faces. Basically, it's looking relatively healthy. It's going up in nice little waveforms. It's a little bit overextended at the moment on the 4-hour, and you can see when it does get a bit overextended, it does start to roll a little bit. Okay, so do anticipate that. Okay, you might start to see it roll a little bit. It's not massively unhealthy, I'll be honest with you, but right now we can show you exactly where it's running to a level of resistance. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop the fib on this. So you go from the bottom of the corrective wave, the previous corrective wave, to the impulsive wave, and you can see effectively where where XLM is running to a bit of steam just there using Fibonacci. So basically, so this is an impulsive wave up, and then you got the corrective wave down. Do you see this? And you started to form a new impulsive wave up after bouncing off the 55 EMA. Beautiful level of support right there. So you've gone up, gone up, gone up, gone up. You've hit your head basically, and you've started to roll back. Now, if you can hold these levels of support, golden. I'm going to drop a retracement tool in a moment to show you some particular keen areas of interest to buy back if you do start to see it roll anymore. One straight off the bat that you can look at as a target without laying fibs or anything is a previous swing high, and that's what a lot of traders do. Okay, so you can see this basically price prediction met off the fibs. Okay, boom, job done. Hit resistance, roll back, perfectly normal. It's doing what it needs to do. Okay, so right now what I'll show you, when these go up in swing highs and swing lows like this, okay, you usually see the swing low rest on the previous swing high. So a nice organic healthy growth here for XLM is something like this, where it's gone up, swing high, swing low. You see that it's resting on that previous swing highs there. Do you see that? And then when this has gone up, like, it's going to come back down, and hopefully if you get a lovely retracement now, you're going to rest on the previous swing high. So straight off the bat, without laying any fibs or anything like that, you can come to your chart and you can see that that would be a fantastic entry into XLM for continuation, basically, just like here, you know, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And if you start to create them waveforms where you're going to start appreciating, that's where you can sort of just come straight to the chart, boom, drop your trend line in, drop your little ticker in like that, and you can see, boom, that's where you're going to put some bids. Now if XLM starts to retrace like this and does this, okay, bounces off there, beautiful. But there's also another technique that you can use. So you've got an entry point right there, okay, off a previous swing high. Do you see that? There's also another technique you can do, because what this is effectively doing here, it's gone up just like it has there. It's gone up an impulsive wave and corrective wave, and I'll show you exactly on that previous corrective impulsive wave. So you go from the top there and you go to the bottom of the previous impulsive wave, just like that, and you drag this across, and you can see exactly where XLM retraced to, because this is what it does. Impulsive wave up, hits the top, starts to retrace, and this is retracing, it's falling through levels of support. And just like I said to you in many videos, you lose this level of support, it no longer becomes a retracing wave, it becomes more potentially a reversal wave back down to where you came from. Do you see that? You held support really well, and this is a really strong area that you will see a lot of traders putting bids in. Okay, they'll ladder bids into here, into here, into here. Sometimes you'll see in an uptrend, boom, it'll only hit a 236. Then obviously as the trend starts to deplete a bit, it'll start to fall lower basically. But you can see this is absolutely golden, and it's bounced off the 0.5. Look at that. So when it's gone up there and started to retrace, you knew that, you know, cheeky bids down at 0.50 basically. So people picked up XLM at 0.58 for the continuation, because from that point there, if you'd have put some cheeky bids in, you're now up like a lovely 26% at one point, you know, of the impulsive wave, which I've just shown you, which was maxed out, and you would have made 33% on your trade. Do you see that? That's basically trading 101. So XLM is doing extremely well. So right now it's starting to retrace again. So I've just shown you that. So what we're going to do right now is move this up so I can show you exactly where it's retracing to. So you go again off the impulsive wave bottom, and you've topped out again just like that. So you're retracing again basically. Now if you was to start to retrace just like you did there on the previous time, you can see exactly where XLM is going to retrace to in a really good uptrend. So if it does start to roll now, because it needs to roll, by the way, it needs to retrace, because if it doesn't, it's going to get too overextended, like I've said to you many times, blow off top, fall through the EMAs, and it becomes a very large reversal wave indeed. And you know, from there, if you start to retrace now from here down to there, you're looking at a whopping 21% correction. So what you need obviously is to see it come back down. Now put some bids in at 0.50, and you can see it's basically just under the swing high. Do you see this? So that's great. You may even see it just bounce onto 0.32, so do anticipate, but do put some cheeky bids in down there at 0.50 just in case it does bounce a little bit lower. That's basically XLM. So right there then, we'll say, for example, this is how you do another future price prediction basically. So right now you can say that if XLM comes back down to, say, I don't know, the 0.50, which is where the yellow line is, okay, if you get the bounce off there, we can actually give you a little price prediction based off that Fibonacci. So I'm going to move that to the top of the impulsive wave up, and I'm going to bring this down to the possible corrective wave down. It's not quite corrected down there yet, and it may just bounce here, but you know, we anticipate in a nice healthy uptrend that you are going to get the bounce off that yellow line basically. So this is where you could see XLM in its next impulsive wave. I'll just get rid of this. This is where you could see XLM actually retrace right now, nice and healthily retrace back down to the yellow line, put some cheeky bids in, because right there you can see it's almost with a swing high as well, and that 050 retracement, so it's looking good, providing it holds as well. And this is what you do, you always buy support. So if it starts to go on now, you will see XLM at 086, and from that point, from this point basically, that's another 18% appreciation. But from the corrective wave, and if it holds, because that's what you want to see, you want to see it hold support, from there you could be looking at a lovely 28% trade there for XLM. And like I said to you, you know, do target, I'll drop that in, I'll leave that in for the future reference when I come back and make the update. What you need to do, and I'll show you again, because I've not given you a support level, have I, that you can't afford to lose. So effectively, like I said to you, if you start to see XLM, because it's retracing right now, okay, if you start to see it retrace from this impulsive wave up and starts to retrace and it loses this particular level here, then it becomes a reversal wave, not a corrective wave, and you basically come back down to where you came from. So if you do start to see XLM close and come down and lose the golden ratio, which is 0.634, then there's a high confluence to the fact that you start to come back down and form a reversal wave. And with that, you know, you can see how far away you are from the EMAs, that you potentially kind of fall through the EMAs and sort of potentially sort of start and form some kind of reverse trend there. But I'm not saying it will, because that would be, from this point, that would be a whopping correction of around about 20% for XLM. So the best case scenario is come down to that 050, get the bounce just off just under the swing high, or even a swing high, target that next impulsive wave up to that 0.86 cents extension there for XLM. So far so good. It's looking really, really strong for continuation. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay tuned, and once again, I really appreciate all of your nice warm feedback and comments on this channel, okay? And head over to the Patreon and get involved. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.